15 signs that he wants a relationship. Today I want to share the signs with you that show you that the man you are dating or the man that you're interested in dating, maybe you haven't had your first date yet, but that this man wants a relationship with you. And in case you really haven't had your first date with him yet, then you absolutely need to be aware of these signs, because if he shows any of these signs on the first date with you, then he wants the same as you. And the first sign is that he tells you from the start that he's only interested in something serious. However, you still have to be careful with this sign, because there are men out there who lie, and there are players out there who use this, who pretend to want a relationship because they want to get you in bed. But thankfully, there's a very, very easy test that you can use to find out if he's serious. All you have to do when he tells you that he's only interested in a relationship is to say, I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for. Maybe a relationship, maybe not, I don't know. And if he then changes his mind and he says, I'm also okay with something casual, yeah, that's also fine, then you know that he was just pretending, and then he's not the right guy for you. But if he still says, I'm only interested in a relationship, then you know for sure that he wants the same. And then you can say, hey, it was just a test, I wanted to find out if you're serious. I really like the fact that you also want a relationship. And the next sign is when his eyes light up when you tell him that you are not looking for a hookup, but that you're only interested in something serious. And believe it or not, but a lot of men in these days believe that nowadays, because of the hookup culture, that it's almost impossible to find a woman who wants a monogamous relationship. And at the same time, which is kind of funny and sad at the same time, a lot of women believe that it's impossible to find a man who wants a serious relationship. And as a result, everyone is faking it, everyone is pretending to be oh so cool with the hookup culture, and nobody's honest. But if his eyes light up when you tell him that you are not looking for a hookup, but that you're only interested in something serious, this means that you found the right guy. But just because you found the right guy doesn't mean that he will commit to you. If you want him to commit to you, and if you want him to be so obsessed with you that he can't even think of a hookup, and that he can't even think of a relationship with another woman, then I can highly recommend that you click on the link in the description and watch this incredible video till the very end. And yes, if you watch this free video presentation, you will already learn so much about how men think, how men behave, how they feel, and how you can easily trigger his hero instinct, which will make him commit to you, because then he has the feeling that only you can provide him with a relationship in which he feels like a hero. And if you click on the link in the description and you watch this video, you also have the chance to invest in a program which is called His Secret Obsession, which I believe is the best program for any woman who wants to be able to make any man commit to her by triggering his hero instinct, by activating this instinct, and by making him so obsessed with her that he can't even think of another woman. And what if he holds your hand on the first date, or at least he tries it? This also is a sign that this man is interested in a relationship, because otherwise he wouldn't be doing it. He sends you the signals, I want you as my girlfriend, because only couples are walking hand in hand. And whenever he talks about his plans for the future and his goals that he wants to achieve and the things he wants to do in the future, you are always included in the picture. And he always says something like, we can do this once I've achieved that. We can travel there once I've hit this goal. This means that he sees you as his girlfriend and so much more. Also as his supporter, as his ally. Because otherwise he wouldn't be including you in his plans. And another sign that he wants a relationship is that the man you're dating is in his late 30s or early 40s. And you might disagree with me on that, but in my experience, after coaching so many women, after seeing so many different forms of relationships, the relationships that were successful, especially for women who are younger, especially for women in their early 20s or late 20s, it was always with a guy in his late 30s or early 40s. And I'm 30 right now, and I'm now slowly with my girlfriend getting into this idea of, hey, I want to settle down, I want to have my roots somewhere. But if you are a younger woman and you date young guys, especially guys who are in their 20s, these men are often not ready to commit. And yes, even though as a guy I hate to admit it, women mature faster than men. But of course, it's okay if you're not attracted to older men, that's totally fine, but I just wanted to share that with you, because often when you're on a date with a younger guy, especially if he's younger than 30, you won't be able to make him commit to you. And if you try it, you will only end up disappointed. But if you focus on men who are in this phase of their life where it's natural for them to commit, which is, in my experience, late 30s, early 40s, then it will be so much easier for you to find a guy who actually wants a committed and serious relationship. And maybe he's also one of the rare men who talk openly about his desire to marry and to maybe even have children. Of course, you can also get married without having children. Maybe you want children, maybe you don't. These are things that you should discuss with him in the beginning of the dating process. Because the worst mistake that you could make is to settle in a relationship when either you want children and he doesn't, or the other way around. Because these are things that are very important and you should discuss them at the beginning. But if a man talks openly about marriage, then you know that he wants a serious relationship. And what if he's the one who says, I love you first? Then he has really strong feelings for you. Because men are taught from a young age to not show their emotions. And a lot of dating coaches for men actually tell them that you should never show your emotions to a woman and that you should never say, I love you first. In fact, you should never say it. So if you meet a guy who actually does that, who opens up, who's smart enough to know that sharing his emotions is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength, then he wants a relationship with you, and he wants it really, really bad. And what if up until now you were dating casually, or let's say you started the relationship, but you weren't really labeling it, and he asks you to be exclusive? Then he wants you to be monogamous, he wants you to be in a relationship with him. And what if he talks in a negative way about the hookup culture and says that he has never been into it? A lot of men believe that it's a weakness when they say that they want a relationship. And that's why they often express it in a different way. And one popular way of men to express that they actually want a relationship is to say, yeah, I'm not such a big fan of the hookup culture. You know, I'm not really into the hookup culture. When a guy says this to you, then you can be sure that he's looking for a serious relationship. And if you want me to help you to find such a man and to get this man and to then also keep him, then you can check out the second link in the description and find out more about Skype coaching with me. I've already helped so many amazing women like you to get the guy they want and to keep the guy they want. And if you want to share your story with me, if you want me to give you feedback and insights on your individual situation, then you can inquire for a Skype coaching session with me. And what if he calls you honey, baby, or babe, or my love? Whenever a guy gives you nicknames that show that he sees you as a girlfriend, this also means that he wants you as a girlfriend. This means that he wants a relationship with you. And what if you meet his mom and he introduces you to his friends? I mean, yes, introducing you to his friends is already a clear sign, but his mom is the biggest sign. I would never introduce a woman to my mother who I'm not in a relationship with, who I'm just casually dating. Never, ever, ever. And I've never met a guy who would. So if he introduces you to his mom, that's a clear sign that he wants a relationship with you. And in fact, if you already started dating a guy, that's a good way for you to test if he's serious about you. If you, for example, bring up this topic and say, hey, I would love to meet your family, I would love to meet your mom. And he says, yeah, my mom, she doesn't have time. No, not this week, not next week. Oh, not next year. No, forget about that. Then you know that he does not want a relationship with you. And what if he doesn't play any games with you and he expects the same from you? This is a clear sign that he wants a relationship. If he won't be unavailable for you, and he actually is available for you, because he doesn't just want to meet you once a week because he sees you as his booty call. No, he sees you as his girlfriend. And that's why he makes time for you. That's why he organizes dates with you. This is a clear sign that he wants a relationship with you. And this also brings me to the next point. If he opens up and he shows his vulnerable side to you. Men don't usually do that when they are only interested in casually dating a woman. Because when they are just casually dating a girl, then they want to pretend to be the strong alpha and they don't see any need to be vulnerable. But when he opens up, this means that he trusts you, and when a man trusts you, he wants a relationship with you. And what if he takes you on dates and adventures and is not only focused on fun in the bedroom? I mean, of course, you should have as much fun as you want at the beginning of the relationship. You probably can't keep your eyes off each other and you always want to undress each other. That's completely normal. But at the same time, if he shows an interest in you outside of the bedroom, this means that he wants a relationship, especially if he organizes dates and he takes you on adventurous travels. Because let's face it, I mentioned the word casual dating over and over again in this episode. But when it comes down to it, casual dating for men is nothing else than sleeping with a woman on a regular basis. The word dating, it's not really dating, it's just hooking up. But if he takes you on real dates and on real adventures, then he wants a relationship with you. And the last sign that he wants a relationship with you that I want to share with you is that he smiles whenever you call him your boyfriend. If you tell a man it feels so good that you're my boyfriend, and he then responds with a bright smile, this means that he really wants a relationship with you. And if you click on the link in the description and you watch this video till the very end and you find out how to activate his hero instinct, then the likelihood that he wants a relationship with you, in fact that he can't wait to commit to you, is so high. Because when you give a man the feeling that he's the hero of his own life and the hero for you and in your relationship, this will make him feel so good that he won't ever think about leaving you. And that's why activating his hero instinct is so powerful. And if you want to find out more, the link is in the description. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.